Hello and welcome to what is a very late episode 2 of the Ludic SMP. I am Sith Lord Voldy, and today we are going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to go take a look at a space that I've set out for our current big build, and we're going to cover some information as to why things have been so late. So let's jump right in. You'll actually notice as we go through town that a lot of stuff is different, especially if you've stayed caught up with the server. These were recorded quite a long time ago. I had a whole bunch of plans for a lot of different things to happen, and I got sick. And I've been sick for probably about a month and a half now, and wasn't really able to do a whole lot. In that meantime, I had tried to do some editing and somehow corrupted and basically deleted a bunch of my videos, like the video of me building this bridge right here leading over to our new area. So what I'm gonna do in this episode and probably the next episode, I'm really just gonna kind of walk you guys through what my thoughts and plans and ideas for the season are, and see how we go from there. Like this area here, this is a area that I mapped out for our new big build. It's all been flattened and kind of set up for us and prepared. So here I'm just going to show you basically me marking out the territory that I want to build this build in. It's going to be a really, really big build. I don't think I've ever actually built a building this big ever. So I'm not anticipating it being super great. But, you know, we're going to push some boundaries and we're going to try to do some things that we've never really done before. Anyone who knows me or has played with me in the past knows that I really enjoy keeping everything sorted and everything together and trying to make things as efficient as possible. And that's kind of what I'm building my entire purpose for this season around. I am building up a giant, what's going to be basically a warehouse or like a factory, more like a warehouse than a factory, but I actually have some ideas for the next video that will allow us to kind of do a choose your own build style kind of thing. So keep an eye out for that. And like I said, this is basically just here's where I'm at. I had a bunch of stuff in between some of these scenes and some of these clips that made a lot more sense and that allowed me to kind of build up on the story that I want to tell you guys this season. So this one and probably next episode are going to be a little bit more of the behind the scenes side of things, just because I lost a lot of that information and I don't really have the ability to go back and get it again, since a lot of other people's content has kind of made some of those things not exist anymore, which is fine. I'm a very roll with the punches kind of person, and that's basically what we're doing here today. I want to make sure that what's being shown and what's being told actually makes sense, and this is really the best way that I could think of to make that make sense. So in this video, you're going to see basically the beginning of the build for which my entire purpose on this season is going to be based. You'll see some of the derps and things that I wanted to kind of build into the story, but didn't really have the ability to do so because the things that made them make sense didn't really exist anymore. Yeah, this video is basically my hangout sesh. This is basically my Twitch stream through YouTube. Now, I don't intend to just drone on to you this entire video. I'm going to do like a little bit of a time lapse here in a moment, but I do have ideas for something that I think would be really cool in the server that I'm not entirely sure is going to work the way that I want it to. But that being said, I want to get some of your ideas on how you would go about solving this problem. So I need to figure out a way to transport items long distances. I know that minecarts exist. I know hopper lines exist. I'm trying to think of something a little bit different. So if you want to take a minute, add into the comments what you would do to solve the problem of long distance item storage. And I'm talking like 500 to 1,000 blocks in any one direction, and possibly even back and forth. Ideally, one direction would be fine. Back and forth would be pretty cool too, but I don't think back and forth is actually going to work. But getting items from point A to point B in an automated sort of way, for let's say 1,000 blocks, just to make it easy. So being able to basically drop something into a chest at point A and then it arrive at point B 1,000 blocks away at some point. It doesn't even need to be quickly, but at some point that it would arrive at point B. Leave a comment on the video as to what you would do to make that work, and you may just get me to change my mind on exactly how I want to do this, and maybe I'll use your video or maybe use your idea and tag you in the video. That being said, I think I'm just going to throw together a little bit more of a time lapse for the rest of this video, kind of let you watch what I'm doing, and then we'll get into some more ideas in the next video. All right, well, that about does it for this episode. Make sure, please, that you check out the other content creators on the Ludic SMP in the video description. They are fantastic, and you will love every minute of everything that they do. So please, please, please make sure you go subscribe and check them out. And we will, for sure, see you next time. And this is Sith Lord Voldy signing off, saying bye, bye-bye, bye, 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 bye-bye, bye, 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 bye.